and welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are doing more stash busting. So I've got my little pile here, so I am keeping all the cards together because when we've finished we can count exactly how many cards we've created all together with our pile of papers. Right, okay, so I did say in this video we're going to use these toppers. So, oh, my magazine's in there. I thought it felt a bit thick. Right, so we're going to use these toppers that come in the kit. Oh my goodness, right, let's start again. We're going to use the die cut sheets in our pile of papers that we pulled out, because that is something that we both, well, that we like to do. I'm going to use these two as card bases actually. We've got this kingfisher one as well, absolutely gorgeous. So all I'm going to do, you can use a scoreboard for this, but I never do, I just fold it. But we can definitely get 2 cards out of this little pack. You can either, now I'm sure this feels a bit sticky. I was doing resin yesterday and I thought I cleaned it all up, but so I do have a second channel over called Shiny Silver Creates, and that is just for my, oh, do you know what, I'm looking at that thinking I might make, yeah, right, I'm going to make 2 cards out of this one because I like the bottom of that. So to do this, I'm just going to cut it like that, so it's at 5 3/4, and then we're going to fold it in half. Okay, so there's that piece. Just because I don't want the back to have like all the design, because we had foil on one side and then we have this gorgeous lace effect on the other. So we're turning those 2 into, there we go, into card bases, so we're going to use those. Right, okay, now I've got 2 card bases left, I think, from our patterned paper, and we do. Now let's have a look. I'm going to cut this bit out, because I'm going to stick it in the inside of one of the cards, or even use it as a, what do you call it, do you know what, I'm now thinking that some of these cards, like the card stock, we could actually turn into card bases as well, because it's super thick and lovely. Now I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know, we'll deal with that on the next video. Although I'm thinking that this is only going to be a 4-parter, so I'm thinking that once this video is done, that I will just grab, sorry, let me just move that over, that we're just going to grab our bit box and we're just going to see how many cards we can create. It is sticky, but oh, there it is. So I think this is just going to be a really small series. I know the videos, I think the videos are not as long, so that it is just a little bit sticky and it's getting my arm. I thought I cleaned it all properly, but obviously not. Right, hopefully, there we go. Because I do resin here as, oh, that's so much better. Okay, so first up, what I'm going to do, I mean, we've got more than enough toppers here to do all 3 cards, which is nice. I mean, this big one, this is the biggest one, so that is telling me we need that on that instantly. So we're going to use that one on there. Oh, I quite like that sentiment as well. Time to enjoy the simple things in life. I like that. So we'll do that. So I think what I'm going to do is sort of concentrate on the dandelion ones first, and then we'll come over and do, just cut this out. There we go. Right, so we can get rid of that. We don't need that. Okay, I think I might have that just across there as well. So, glue, glue, glue. Here it is. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to glue this down. And I'm going to do it over both edges just because I didn't cut it very straight. Haven't stuck it very straight either. There we go. Okay, and then we can cut along there and there. That keeps it nice and level for us. Oh my goodness, it's going to be, I think it's going to be one of them days. I really do. Okay, right. And then with this bit, I'm actually going to raise it up because I think it'll look nice raised up. And I'm going to raise the whole thing together. You can split it up if you wish to do so, to raise it up, but I'm not going to. I'm going to have it all raised as one. So I'm just making sure we've got plenty on. Okay. A few more bits. Oh, that one doesn't want to come off. I've got, right, there we are. So I'm going to take the backing off, and this is really easy to come off as well. So we won't be using the glue trick. So they come off really easy. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about by glue trick, I'm talking about if I can't get them off and they're really hard, I just pop glue all over the back and then I stick it down. I've never had an issue, but as these come off super easy, if I was to do glue, just put glue over the top of them, unfortunately we'd probably lose the topper because they come off very easily. So I don't recommend doing just glue over the top without taking the paper off on ones that are super easy. But I found that the Tonic Studio ones are super easy to take off anyway. So she says, I mean, I'm going to keep that one there because, yeah, although I'll try again to get it off. Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, so then I'm just going to line that up like that and stick it down, and then we have this sentiment which we're going to raise up as well. So really quick, easy card for this one. I love kits like this. I've got absolutely loads of them from Hunky Dory and Kanban, and I just love them to make really quick, easy cards because they just take all of the hard work out of it for you. And I promised that I wouldn't buy any more until I've used at least half of what is in my collection, because yeah, we might have a lot. we might have a lot indeed. Right, okay, I'm going to stick it just above there because I don't want to lose it. There we go. How simple is that? So that is our first card done. Right, okay, we've got these two. Let's have a look. We've got oh, I quite like that on there actually. And then we've got these ones. I like that. What sentiment? So we've got, I don't have to use them all today, and I quite like that, just like that. And I'm going to keep these flat actually. We've got enough there to actually make another card. So first I'm going to do, pop some glue down. I want that way. I'm going to stick that down. Super simple, really easy. Nothing else needs doing. We've already got the patterned paper, which is our card base, and our topper with the sentiment, so nothing else needs to be put on there. You can put some gems on or some Nouveau drops if you wish to, but yeah, I like it as it is. It's got lots of foil on there and it just looks beautiful. So right, and then let's glue this one down. And just like that. And just hold it up, make sure that's straight. And there we have it. Well, that's the 3 cards made from that one. I do have those and I'm tempted to do something with them. Now, for these, yeah, I think we'll have a look to see what paper we've got. I'm going to have to grab another card base. Right, now, I need to get all of these out. And what I'm going to do, this should be enough for 4 cards. So we're going to split it so that we make 2 toppers from each one. Normally you would add them all together, but because there's that many different layers, we can get away with not doing that. So, that goes on that one. And then that bird on there, and that bird on there, and then the wings on there, and the wing on there. So that's how those ones are going to go together. And then I'm going to do the same with these ones. So, try and not to break anything. So that one, and that one on there, this one on there, and then the next bit, that bit on there. Let's do the chicks on there, this one on that bit, that one on there, and I think we'll leave the rest. I'm not sure where that bit is. Yeah, right, okay, so that is them emptied. So let's grab our dimension, and what I'm going to do is grab each bit and just put a bit of dimension on, and then we're going to stick it to where it needs to be. So let's do that. So just lining it up. So there's that bit, and then we have these flowers. Just there again, take the backing off, and then we're going to line this up, and making sure I've got it the right way. There we go, and then the little ducky. And then pop the little ducky down there, like that. Okay, now for this bit, so they're really, really quick and easy to pop together, which is quite nice. Right, okay, and then we're going to just take off, oh, getting stuck to my nail, take off our release paper, if we can. Sometimes I can get a hold of it really well, and then other times I'm rubbish. Right, okay, I'm going to have to hold it up because it's sort of, yeah, right, okay. And then we're going to stick that down. So there's the first one. Now let's do the second one. So that's how you sort of get 2 out of just one topper. Okay, there's that one, and then I'm going to stick these down like this. Okay, right, let's take that release paper off, and then I'm going to go through our little pile of papers and see what we've got to create either a card base or that we can decorate with this. Now we do have, we've got 5 sentiments actually if we include that, and then we've got 5 toppers, so I reckon we're going to be able to get 5 more cards out of this, like of these. So we'll have made 8 cards in today's video. That's not bad going for 2 little kits, is it? So I hope you are crafting along with me, and I hope that you have got yourself just a pile of papers out of your stash and are seeing what you can do with them. Use your bit box as well, so any little bits and pieces that you have, if there's anything lying on your desk, it'd be really nice if you were to join in and do this stash busting as well. It's not going to be the last stash busting set of videos. I'm sure I've got lots and lots more sort of bits that I want to use before I buy any others, because since sorting out the studio I can't buy anything until I start using stuff. So yeah, that is the only downside, but I have to admit I love the studio. I know I haven't done a new tour yet. I will, I just don't know when. I just sort of have to be, yeah, I think I'm just still struggling. I will be back properly eventually, but all my illnesses, everything are playing up, so I think I've gone into a relapse, which is why you're only getting 3 videos a week from me at the minute. I mean, technically there's 5 because I do the resin ones, but the resin I tend to do in one go, and I do quite a lot of projects when I'm okay. Although if you watch them you'll see how messy I am at the minute. My coordination skills, everything is just to pot. So I'm just sort of, I'm doing a lot of crafting just for myself at the minute, because crafting is my therapy and it helps with everyday things. Yeah, but I will be back fully, I promise, in the next year or so. I know that sounds like a really long time, but yeah, I'm just taking things slow and trying to heal from losing my mum. So, and thank you all so much for your well wishes, for, you know, sticking by me from what has been. Why have I just put stuff on the back of there? There's nothing else to go on there, is there? Right, okay, that's ready just to be stuck down on something now. It's because I was talking and getting carried away with myself. Right, okay. Let me have a look. Yes, I do have some card bases. Excellent. Right, okay, so we do have card bases. I've got white. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have a look. Oh, straight away, I think we should use this one. So I'm going to cut this down to 3 3/4 by 5.5. Okay, I'm just going to glue that down because I just think that looks so pretty. Look at how cute. Oh, look at doggy. It is so cute. I don't want to sort of cover the chip, but yeah, I think that'll be fine. So I'm just going to do that. We're just going to go a bit over. Now thinking I should have had that. Oh, yeah, okay. So that is our next card done. That is so cute. How cute is that? And it just says, sit back and let the relaxation begin. Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Right, okay, next one. I think I'm going to go with this colour just because I think the kingfishers do go on it. I'm going to use some craft card stuff. So I'm going to cut that down to 3 3/4 by 5.5. I'm going to stick that on there. So let's do that because I quite like that colour and I think it just goes really nicely. I think I need to cut that down a little bit more, but I'm going to put that there. So let's finish taking these little bits off. Okay, and that's going to go in that corner. I'm not going to push it down fully because I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with this little bit yet. I just know that it needs cutting down just a little bit more. Okay. And then stick this. I'm going to stick it right in that corner. Oh, like this. Right, and then let's stick that down. Okay, I like that. We need something else, just a little something. Oh, what about if I do that but as a banner? Where's my saw? Just cut across and then just like that. Oh, I like that. So simple, but I think it works. There we go. That is so cute. So that is that card. Right, we've got 3 left, and I think we should have, there it is, and we've got 3 sentiments. So I'm going to go with that, and that. Right, so let's have a look. Oh, I've just found this one. I like that end. So I'm going to do 3 3/4 by 5.5, and I'm going to do 2 pieces actually. So they're more or less going to be the same, but just with different sentiments, because sometimes I think if it works, it works. Sorry, my daughter's just moving. I got distracted. Right, okay. I don't know whether or not, no. Right, so let's grab, I'm going to use the cream base for the Kingfisher one. Let's stick that on there. And then I'm going to pop that at the bottom. Just like that. And then we're going to have our sentiment just at the top like that. Oh, look how sweet that is. I love that little mouse. He's so cute. So there's that one. Okay, and then this one I'm actually going to do on the side. So I'm going to change it to landscape. Just like that. And then I'm going to have, I'll glue that just here and finish up with this just there, like so. And there's our next one. Right, down to our final card. Do you know what? I'm going to stick this down. And you're probably thinking, why? It's not even. Yep, I knew. And then I'm going to stick that across there. Perfect. I have no idea if this is going to work, but we'll see. So it covers that bit. Okay, and then I'm just going to trim that. Okay, like so. We're going to get this. Oh my goodness, that works so well. And we're just going to stick that on there and then finish off with our sentiment just in there. Okay, so let me move my card bases out the way. Now, the next episode we are going to use everything up. So we will be seeing how many cards all together we can make with this full pack. Like this wad of paper that we found in our stash. So I hope you're going to join me for that. Although that's a silly question because I already know that you're going to. Because you all love the How Many cards just as much as I love the How Many cards. But these are today's cards. How gorgeous are them? So we've made 7 cards in today's video. How many have we got all together? Let me just get rid of that. That's just a bit of packaging. Oh no, we've made 8 cards because we made that one. So we've actually made 8 cards in today's video, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I've got 16 cards here. So I don't think we've done too bad, guys, so far. So join me in the next episode where we will use the last of it up in a How Many Cards video. Super looking forward to it. Cannot wait. It is going to be so much fun. And I hope you're going to enjoy it too. Like I said, I really do hope that you guys are joining me with using up bits and pieces from your stash. It is a really weird concoction of papers, not gonna lie, but it was a wodge that I just grabbed out of one of my magazine boxes because that's where I keep all my A4 papers, and I thought I'm just going to use it and I'm going to take you along with me. So I will see you in the next video. Until then, please do all take care and happy crafting. Bye.